here again. Scroll back up to the top. See if I missed anything. Okay, weapons, small fixes. It's a little hard to sometimes remember what some of these are. Large turret cannon. Correction, large ship cannon turret. Armor without edges, replacement. I'll skip on that one. Skip. Rover cockpit. Actually, we'll add that one. Another creation done by Sage. It's a nice little, well, as it says, rover cockpit. It looks really great on rovers. It's a nice, more downward-facing cockpit than upward-facing cockpit. So you can, it's basically, best way to describe it is if you look at how a tower crane works. We have the operator up there in the box, and he's got basically a window in front of him and a window below him. That's kind of how that one works. So you can see more in front of you and below you, not in front of you and above you. So that works out really nice for any kind of construction equipment. Yeah, Land Rovers, even if you get a ship that you want to basically be more downward facing. It's quite nice for that. Okay, weapons, skip, abandon, landing radar door, not too sure what that was again. Two of the same console packs, this one's DirectX 11, Armored ramps. Pretty sure I already got something like that. Sloped LCD abandon. Industrial thrusters done by Sage. He's got nice thrusters, but actually not screw it, we'll add that one. Just mix it up a bit, give him a little something to work with. Armor slabs, half, no. Blast door sections, no. Titan engines. Really powerful engines, but holy crap, they are big. And if this ends up becoming, like I said, the storytelling multiplayer server, well, not really server, storytelling multiplayer series, these engines are going to be a little bit too big, I think. They're probably going to cause too much lag for my test subjects, so we'll pass on that one for now. We can possibly test it out in the future, but for now we will pass. A refurbished end reactor. We'll pass on that one just because I've noticed in survival, these reactors will work in creative, but in survival they just don't always seem to work properly. So I usually like to skip out on reactors and any kind of other basically essential survival tools. Mess hall pack, yeah sure, we'll add these. Furniture pack, catwalk pack, we already got catwalk, but we'll add more. Medical pack and recharge station. We'll add that. Advanced life support systems, that's probably maybe a healing station or a cryopod. We'll add those and see what that is. Hangar gates, that's probably that might be the regular airtight doors, but more larger and selected varieties other than your standard 2-block cover. Your standard airlock covers about 3 blocks worth, and it looks nice, but sometimes when you want to put a bigger ship in or have a larger door, you have to mess around with it a bit more to get it to work properly. And you're kind of limited on the size of the door you can build with the limited size you got. So we'll add that, see what it does. I don't want to add too many mods here though, just because I noticed that after a certain point of mods, it really messes around with how everything is sorted, and it's a little hard to sort through everything. We don't need LCD pictures for now. Flags of the world, no. Don't need that. Don't need that. No. What's this? Is this a planet? Airtight force field. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's basically a force field you can go through, but it's also airtight, I think. We'll add that, take a look. Another type of engine, developer though, we'll skip on that one. Elevators, programmable or timer blocks needed, no piston. We'll skip out on that one just because I don't really want to mess around with too many timer blocks or programmable blocks. I could do timer blocks, but I don't want to figure it out to set it up right now. Looks like a Sandbox Civil War, Star Wolves 2 The Civil War, so that's a skybox, so that'd be like background setting. Skip on that. Computer terminal. I think that's another programmable block. Maybe these guys might mess around with programmable blocks, so we'll give them some smaller programmable blocks. Black hole, no. Skybox, skybox, skybox. Milky Way, insane resolution. We'll pass for now. Blacklight sun. Skip. It's got a speed mod attached to it. Oh, no speed mod. Cryo chamber, yes. I actually kind of like these cryo chambers. They're more of like something you'd see in Star Wars. So you got like the big giant cylinder full of liquid. Small ship glass, yes, I like that. Nova cannon, we'll like that. Custom jump drive mod pack. I think that's the mini, yeah, from the developers of Small Ship Mega Pack. So yeah, this would probably be like a miniature jump drive for your smaller ships. I'm gonna say, fine, yeah. I'm thinking of something I could build with that, but like the larger one would be way too bulky. Well, I guess it could work, but I'll mess around with it and see what I can do here. Star Wars weapon arsenal. You know what? I love Star Wars, so yes. Merge block, boarding tube, yes, that's pretty cool. Shield hub graphics, no, that's mainly for programmable blocks. We don't need that. Gothic macro cannon, yes. Planet, kitchen, sure, for looks. Ladder climbable, no. Welding range, we'll try that one, because I think it's like a flat panel, so instead of the welder sticking out, you can build like a little stretch where you fly into it to repair. They might be able to use stuff for that. A hatch, I do not know. Door ramp, don't know either. Another small ship windows pack, we'll add that just in case it adds a little extra. Advanced shutters and blind mod, no. Advanced door mod pack, no. Industrial cockpits and more. No, whoa, skip on that for now. Bridge with windows. Star Wars Star Destroyer type bridge with windows. Made this for a friend and his Star Wars builds. We'll add that, take a look at it. We might move it later. Nuke launcher, sure. We'll see what that is. Grav tubes. Gravity-based tube system. Great for setting up a complex gravity field. We'll pass on that. Rocket launcher, yes, we'll take that. Hyperdrive. DirectX 11 hyperdrive. What's this? Big brother of the jump drive. Hyperdrive is more powerful lens and thus larger version designed for motherships. We'll add that. Round glass windows, no. Telescope, I was gonna try that out one time. I never got around to it. Hover engines. Hover engines are designed to work best on planets, but will actually function out of atmosphere at a greatly reduced power. I've never actually messed around with these or used them, so we'll add them and see if I can make anything. Deep space transceiver, extremely powerful, large 20-meter antenna dish. Yeah, sure. I could see them messing around with that, using it. It could also work for the little story. I'm still trying to throw it together, but I have kind of an idea what I want to do, and it might work on this too, especially since there's like large multiple planets. They might get split up on the planets. Compact antenna for DirectX 11. Skip because we got small antenna. And I kind of like the standard antenna. And if you ever needed to, you could just add a, I guess the laser antenna is more for controlling things. Armored panels, I messed around with those on my last playthrough here, and it was, they're alright. Maglock surface, so that's basically like landing gear, but just like a flat block. It's usually best for like creating like ships that carry stuff, so you don't just have like this landing gear sticking out. Looks kind of funny. Large ship railguns. We'll add it for now, I'll mess around with it. Large laser turret, we'll add that, see how that does. Boarding a ramp. AI core. Powerful computer mainframe for your space station and capital ship. This is compatible to advanced decision making. Or that is capable of advanced decision. I've never messed around with that. We'll add that, see what it does. Docking ring, yes. Big gate. Don't know, we'll add that. Female space engineers, yes. Gotta have some diversity here, and some people like playing females. Helmet auto toggle, yes, we'll do that as well, just because it's not 100% on point all the time, but I've found it's actually pretty nice, because you walk into a place that's got oxygen, and it'll automatically disable your helmet, and then if you walk into a place that doesn't have oxygen, it'll automatically put it back on, and it stops some people from killing themselves. And some of the people I've been thinking about dragging into my little test chamber let's play here, storytelling event, are actually pretty new to space engineers, which I'm also going to incorporate somehow. Basically, they're just like military trainees that basically were dicking around on their ship, and then they got stranded behind enemy lines when they were retreating. So that'd be funny to laugh at them for that. Iris doors, we'll add that. Benches, can I sit on these? I don't know, we'll add that. This right here is kind of cool, but I noticed that it doesn't exactly fit the full screen. It basically adds another little 3D hub reflection on your glass. So when you take your helmet off, it'll disappear, but when you put your helmet on, it'll be there. And it basically like gives you a little overlay of your oxygen, your health, and a few other things. Looks cool, but it's a little, as you can see, buggy. So we'll skip on that for now. We'll skip on this mod pack. We're just gonna skip on that one, because I think this one's a little buggy too, it just doesn't say. Exploration enhancement mod. Huge expansion for your survival gameplay experience. Gameplay overhaul, bringing you space simulator experience, over 200 probably new ships and whatnot. So we'll